Hello everybody and welcome back here to the Adamantine Direnni. We are Duke Athelor the Careless and I am one proud Bavarian here in Elder Kings, the new patch, the new version. And we've had a fairly peaceful time behind us. Now I don't know what the Iliac uprising exactly is doing over here. Defending against Parrot of the Iliac uprising and Second and Covenant Iliac rebellion. I suppose that you down there, yeah, you are rebelling against the rule of the Daggerfall Covenant. Hope you're not crossing the channel. Okay, you're dead. Goodbye. These are dark days. My wife, Duchess Erosa, has been beset by oozing lesions and high fever. Oh no. Yellow fever. I have just been informed that her affliction is indeed smallpox. Absolutely, call the court physician at once. Mild treatment, that's alright. What is up with the sound? Yeah, I have the feeling that this game is like a million times quieter now than it is or was in the first episodes. But anyway, you know, I've been thinking, I've listened to a band that I haven't listened to in a long while. It's called Winter Gatan. You guys should try it if you haven't heard of it or haven't, you know, given it a shot. It's really worthwhile. It's a very good Swedish band. I think it's like one member that is very consistent, and then like 3 or 4 that were on there in multiple different occasions, but it flipped kind of back and forth. I don't know if he's even still active. I haven't listened to any of his songs in a long time, and going back to it is kind of nostalgic, you know, and so is this game here. This Let's Play, it is extremely nostalgic for me because I don't know how many are where, you know, I will essentially go down the entire history, I suppose. In Daggerfall, in, you know, Arena, the very first Elder Scrolls game, you had the entirety of Tamriel, but it was all very bare bones. And then the first game that had a bit of character, but was still very indecisive in what it wanted to be, we had the Iliac Bay, which is, as you can see, all of this area, and you could explore all of it. You could even explore Belfiera, which is our island, and the Adamantine Tower, or Adamantia as it is called by its elven lords. Some prospective students are visiting. Sure, I'm going to teach them as good as I can. Caged Wolf. Everything went perfectly fine. We're a great mage. Now, I don't think we have any magicka, but we are a great mage. I don't know why everybody hates Edric. What's wrong with Edric? Like, let me see. 8 divines. Part of theocracy. He's not even... You know, he's not even part of any cult or something. I think they just hate him. Maybe he was the one that brought the yellow fever here. Sure hope not. What is this? Swamp rot. It's very bad to live here. Rosa says her favorite toy is missing and she won't go to bed without it. I may have thrown it out today when I was tidying up. I am the one tidying up. Is that something Duke Athelor the Careless would do? Let's take a look here. Mage and Fuzzy. I can't remember what Fuzzy does. Guess I'll go have to find it. Happy with upbringing. You know what? Yeah, I'll find it. This child is very particular about details which seem trivial to others, sometimes to the point of causing anxiety and frustration. I found the toy Rosa was crying about after going through the trash, but now she's not satisfied because it smells. Well, I mean, it does stink, and now she's also mad. Well, you can't have everything, okay? At least she's happy with her upbringing. Oh, Tanis Tristan of the... Oh, he's the right dynasty. You know what? Yeah. No, I'm not the kind of guy to help kidnap people, okay? In fact, I think I would go to Emmerich, despite him hating me, being of a different religion. I would go to him and I'd say, Emmerich, look, somebody's trying to kidnap your son. It started as an uneasiness around guests and strangers, then evolved into awkwardness and a strong feeling of discomfort. I don't want to meet any new people, or I'll just have to try to be more gregarious. I think being more gregarious, yeah, would be right up our alley, because we are somebody, you know, we're extremely diplomatic. We try to do our best to come across as a nice person, because we think diplomacy is key in the world of royalty. Let me just put you down over here. A young talented artist from Belfiara proposes to paint an iconic portrait of King Lord Ankatar of Belfiara. Now Ankatar was my father. Probably the best Direnni that has ever existed. I mean, beyond, you know, the founders of our house, but you know how it is. High Rock, yeah. Anyway, this will be grand in the main hall, or this is a waste of money. No, absolutely. 1.4 gold? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna paint my father 10 times for that. Alright, what else can we do? As long as we don't have a CB here from our friend. Oh, we could apparently declare here, huh? Claim of Vyres. Oh, for our nephew, Angaril Direnni. I can't even designate heir to him. And he's also failing to... Oh, she's possessed. Well, chased, possessed. That is very terrible. Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many, and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can't feel the taste of blood in your mouth. You can feel the taste of blood in your mouth. Dizziness is setting in. I'm crying for help, alright? You notice Lord Blanchett of Minisera standing next to you. He seems to contemplate helping, but is not responding to your pleas. Just before you pass out, you see him bringing the rest of the councillors out, and they look at you in pity before they help you. Wow. I will remember this, and you're off the council, buddy. You're off the council. You hear me? Here's a rash, huh? What else do we have? I mean, you know what? I'm gonna put in this young 81-year-old. He's barely an adult. Because I'm not respecting you anymore. Lord Blanchett. What do you have? You got a shepherd, huh? What if I took your shepherd, buddy? Can I take your shepherd? I don't think I can. These are dark days. Call my court physician. Witbane is an acute common disease affecting a victim's memory, thought process, and ability to regenerate magicka. Symptoms include loss of memory and disorientation. That's terrifying. Everyone knows that I've spent directing the work on my book, when today I'm presented with a final product. Let me, before we do this and get an epic book, maybe just dial up the music a bit so that we can enjoy this moment. This has been worth all the hard work. Speculum regal has been added to your treasury. Gain 100 prestige. Duke Ethelor the Careless gets uninspired. Quality 4. Is that good? I think it is, right? An educational work cleverly disguised as a father's conversation with his son. That is so cool. That is so cool. Holy moly. I mean, I don't even have a father, right? A son, I mean. Special holding actions. Develop ruins. What does that mean? Make the ruins more profitable for the realm. We could spend 200 bucks and get tax modifiers, siege defense, tech points. What about this one? No, I don't think these are worth it. Either of these, anyway. So we could declare war to you, against you, with the claim of somebody else. We are Duke, so that's somebody else. No, wait. They won't be below us. What would we pick here? Probably magical infrastructure, simply because, you know, like, he's not a great mage, but I don't even think he is, like, technically a mage, because he doesn't have any magicka points. But he likes magic, alright? Who doesn't, right? Anyway, what else is going on in the world? Queen Irene is still facing a huge rebellion. Balenwood, I think, just conquered something against elsewhere. Maybe. All we have to know is that King Johan is also still alive, as well as gotta be another one who's UESP here, right? Yes, Grandmaster Omen the Fowler. Let's take a look at him. Grandmaster Omen Dress is the Dunmer Grandmaster of House Dress. He can be found in his palace located in the city of Graganmore. Elder Scrolls Online. Should we have one of these as well? Yes, there you go. Vice Canon Heitamine was an Argonian ex-slave who served as a Vice Canon in Stormhold during the time of the Ebonheart Pact. That is so cool. What are these sounds that we keep hearing? Anybody? Anyway. We have the Meridia cult rebelling. Now that is slightly weird. We're going to go for a military organization, I can tell you that much. And something's wrong with this man. First of all, he's blinded. But second of all, why is the game all of a sudden so loud? God damn it, I swear to God, that for the first like 10 minutes, it was really quiet. And now it's so loud. Let me just put up music a bit. There you go. Stop inviting me against this man. I don't know who it is. Now, what has he done that would be worth of imprisoning him? Is he backing a plot? A branded apostate. Ooh. Who branded him? What happened here? Yeah, I understand he's excommunicated. Like, why? Why is he excommunicated? I don't understand. One children lack educational focus. So, let's take a look here. So we could make her into learning education or into stewardship. And I think, you know, I'm a good father. Seeing what we had done, what we have gone through with the kid, I think that it's only fair to give her the education she desires. Why is the game so loud all of a sudden? Does anybody notice this? That the music sound differs to insane degrees. This is a pretty big rebellion. Not our problem though. Yeah, okay. Duke Nathaniel of Alcair has been plotting against me. Try to falsify evidence. Our liege must know about this. Hey liege. I want to tell you about it. Apparently not. Who was the person plotting against us anyway? I forgot about it. I think you were? I'm not sure anymore. You maybe. Yeah, Alcair. It was you. It could steal your artifact, huh? Now everybody hates me. They don't want to help me. Princess Lacana the Star. She's a daughter of a king, the usurper, and her sister is the current queen of Sentinel. Damn. Quite the family history there, if you ask me. But we have the greater family history, of course. So why are you puny humans even trying at this point, right? I don't understand this sound. Alright? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Now it's... Okay, wait, can I turn that off that it gets more quiet there? No. Context, yeah, get rid of that. Right? No, that wasn't it. God damn it. Whatever, dude. It'll be fine. Bring up the ledger. Nothing to see there, but still. Okay, what should our next steps be? Now the music is entirely gone, isn't it great? So here's 1.1k. I think... I mean, I'll just switch you around. I think it resets the chance of getting something done. Because, you know, all role-playing aside, fate smiles upon me, my wife Rosa is pregnant. Did she recover? She did. Very good. Oh, a parent. Oh no, my mother-in-law is imprisoned by the Sload invasion party? Oh no. Wait, is this a Sload invasion? Oh no! No, this is all Hyphen Orgnum, okay. But then there's also Kindled for Sendel of Dusk, King's Haven. No, those are completely unrelated. Oh no! A Sload invasion party. You're gonna kill Trugram Tylone. Honestly, I don't see it though. Nah, let's not do that. What do you want to do? Nah. Why would I kill people? You think I'm a coward? I'm not a coward. I mustn't kill anybody to survive, you know? Basic enchanted. Alright, let's do it. Excellent. Give me the gold. We would now be strong enough, no doubt, to visit the library for sure. Placeholder. We'd not be strong enough to start a war, but we just don't have anything. Wait, did you literally raise your army? Army of Lord Mayor. Oh no, this is just his retinue, isn't it? The library brims with hundreds of tomes on just as many subjects, surely collected over a long period of time by its caretakers. You find a book that catches your eye and take it to the counter. Why, yes, we would be willing to part with this book for a time, provided, of course, that you make a small donation in return. I want a book that I can keep, absolutely. The curator raises an eyebrow at you. Certainly, he says, his voice laden with thinly veiled disdain. He disappears behind the counter and into a back room, pulling out a considerably less impressive-looking book. You can keep this one. It's practically worthless. To me, of course, not to you. Supply and demand. After all, receive one out of a large selection of books. Yeah, let's get a book. Gods and Worship in Tamriel. It's a very mediocre book, but gives us learning +1. This is an introductory guide to Tamrielic theology and spirituality, written by Brother Hatchfield of the Imperial University. Positing several hypotheses on the nature of Tamriel's deities, it does not assert anyone as being any more valid than any other. Now that's just a lie. A son was born to Duke Arthella the Careless and Duchess Erosa of Belfiera named Eldam. Name him after the grandfather. And Qatar. Absolutely. Maybe we should make him our designated heir? Maybe we will do that in the future. But we still have, you know, like, Altmer live a long time. So we might be aging, but we're not particularly old at this point. We still have a long way to go, and I think that is absolutely... should be considered here. We might get murdered along the way, you never know. One child lacks educational focus. Is this you? Yeah, it is. Constant fights and vicious pranks. My 2 children are Taral and Erosa just could never seem to get along, while my efforts to instill mutual love and respect have finally borne fruit. This friendship will serve them well when I'm gone. Oh, nice. They like each other. So, I will teach you in what I'm good at, which is humility, maybe? I will teach you in humility, because you are not the heir, okay? You can only go so far in your life, and you better get accustomed to it. Erosa will be the heir, or, you know, maybe a brother and Qatar, but we don't know that yet. What we do know for sure is that you're not going to be the heir, you idiot. Erosa actually has fairly good stats as well. The defensive pact opposing Gay-Sid has been disbanded. Oh, how did the war against the Sloads go? Oh no. So he's my father-in-law, my mother-in-law is still... Right. Count Nemro, the lewd. He's following the Order of the Black Worm, wow. Manamako. Manamako now, I don't know if he's deceased in this. Search all. Manamako. Apparently he's gone. We can just counter check that because he held this barony. Manamako, King of Worms, died a natural death 3503. But yeah, I suppose he's gone. But we all know how that ended. Like, he's not actually gone, you know. Let's not kid ourselves here. He's literally one of the moons. Stop trying to get me to kidnap people, please. No. So, our good friend Emmerich is also still alive, and I fear that when I say good friend, of course that is merely a joke, but I fear whatever comes after him. If the Daggerfall Covenant actually collapses, it's a free-for-all. I'm not sure that that is what we want, but we will have to find out. Anyway, I have a prime opportunity to practice my restoration magic. Numerous pilgrims are sick or injured from their dangerous overland journeys and have clubbed together to contract the Mage's Guild to tend to their wounds. I'm told that I can take the job if I wish, of course. Using my knowledge of healing spells, I'm able to treat the maladies of my clients one at a time. Though some of their wounds will take additional time to heal, they still appreciate my effort, and one even calls me a lifesaver. I take my payment and return to the guild hall. Have you ever thought about the concept of being a mage without actually being a mage? Because we don't have any... Do we have any... Patch as a pet? Ooh. Wait, is our pet gone? Did our horse die? No. Right. No, I don't care about any of these. But I do want to take a look quickly at other decisions. Spellbook. Falsely confess faith? Absolutely not. We got this onto... Okay. Dispel magic. That's the thing. We don't actually have magicka. I don't know where to see our magicka. I thought it would be here in our stats, but there's nothing there. So I can only assume that we don't actually have magicka. We don't need any of this. Stop trying to falsely confess faith. We should still ask our liege for a title. You know what? We're gonna do it. Give me a title, Emmerich. You are bedrock of loyalty, the cornerstone of the realm. Truly, there is support for your claim in the covenant. I know that the gods will reward you in time. Emmerich, you dickhead. Yeah, his diplomacy stat is really high, so he was able to just talk to us about it. And it's understandable that he doesn't want to give us anything. We're elves. We have a different belief. You know, it's completely understandable that he doesn't want to give us anything on the mainland. But at the same time, come on, Emmerich. Give us something over here, something. Your incompetent steward has led a group of smugglers into the county of Belfiera. Apparently he thought they were merchants. What a fool. No, my county. Leave my county alone. The only thing we have. I mean, it actually is the only thing we have too. Like, you know. Gather some taxes instead, buddy. I don't know if I can beat any of these, you know. Do we have any ships? We do not. Lots of peasants have been moving to the county of Belfiera lately. The steward Pierre and Malpondelezel suggests building new roads in order to make it easier for the peasants to reach central holdings. He insists that in doing so, the county would become more prosperous. What is with these minuscule... I will let Pew Dunmill oversee the construction. Absolutely. What is it with these minuscule... amounts of money? So the Orsimers that were ruling over Bethnic, which is now known as Bethany, have been pushed out by Casimir the Ugly, and that is, I suspect, and I think that Othello also knows that is what exactly would have happened to us had we not sworn fealty to Emperor Emmerich. I don't think he's an emperor. I don't think that is how that works. There should be a yeah, there was a USP for Aiden. Take a look at it. I've been spending more time with my wife, Irosa, lately, and though of course we did not marry for love, I can tell it's growing between us. Beautiful. Let's read about Aiden, a prince of the Direnni clan, often spoken alongside his cousins Ryan Direnni and Raven Direnni. Aiden won many battles against the Alessian Empire in the first era of 480 years. His crowning achievement was leading the Direnni forces to victory against the Alessians in the Battle of Glenumbra Moors, ending their ambitions to conquering High Rock. He was still alive around 2E 582 when he contacted the Aldmeri Dominion and asked them to take action against the Bloodthorn cult in Glenumbra. The Bloodthorn cult. Is that true? When did he die in this one? I must wonder. Aiden. He only got to be 150. What are you talking about? He died in 550. I don't think that's right. Anyway, unmarried heir. Look at her. Young Rosa has finished education and stewardship. I notice with pride that she has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Damn, she's a master magistrate. You know what? We should definitely let her marry somebody. What? That is not the... That is not the... That is the Talon guy. Are you kidding me? But he's aging. I don't want to marry off my heir to an aging Talon guy. You know, this is incredible that we have a selection here for the greatest mage of this time. Even for him, I don't see any magicka around. I don't know how the magicka system works, I have to admit. Anyway, he obviously not a suitable husband here. We need somebody who's fairly young. Maybe her age, you know. He's an alien. Pretty interesting stuff. Erudite, patient. I mean, she doesn't have to marry anybody at the moment. She's not marrying Slob, okay? Ah. He sounds good, but he's also old. Might as well just wait, you know? Marrying into the Erudite. I think he's perfect. You know what? Untermir? No, not yet. We're gonna wait. We might marry her to Untermir. He's at our court. He's an alien. You know, this is a good kind of mixing that we approve of. My liege, I have bad news from Bavarian. My attempts to come... Curse you, god damn it. Why are all of you so terrible at your jobs? Every time. Still only sitting at one. Basic enchanted items such as warding amulets and base rings of health are important parts of any mage's inventory, and Mage's Guild and the Mage's Guild has asked if I can produce you for fellow mages. Excellent. Every time. Arterial says her favorite toy is missing and she won't go to bed. Oh, you too? You know what? I'm gonna look for it and it still stinks. God damn it. Every time. How could this happen twice to me? Like how how stupid am I that I do the same thing twice to both of my daughters? When the hot cautery touched the open wound, I couldn't hold the scream back. I cursed the doctor, who only laughed, told me to take it easy and not pick on the wound. Where does this come from? As the days drag on, seemingly never ending, you can barely keep your eyes open. You seem to have no energy at all. Am I old? Not yet. Fatigue. Every little effort just makes them exhausted. Now that is terrible. Stop doing that, please. Magister. Who wants to be my Magister? Yeah, let's just get literally telling her the artificial. Are you kidding me? How did this happen? These are dark days. My daughter Rosa has been growing weaker and weaker over the last few weeks, and I have just been informed that her affliction is indeed consumption. Now, do we actually have... Yes, we do have a court physician, Trechter, still. I need you to take care of my heir and daughter. Please. Oh, also to take care of me, apparently. Hey, I'm doing better now. And Rosa has also been healed. This is great. One moment you're shivering, the next you're sweating. And oh god, I got fever now. So Tellinger becomes the leader of the Mage's Guild, doesn't he? While in, I believe, in Elder Scrolls Online, I don't think he quite is the Mage's Guild leader. Am I wrong here? I might be very wrong, you know. No, not generic members. Give me. Oh no, did I didn't disrupt the the recording. Anyway, you can no longer ignore the irritation in your throat. You begin to violently cough. Oh, this is bad. We're already at 28 minutes, but I'm gonna let it play out till we die or survive. Lord Mayor Tristan of Govardon, try. Could you stop? Could you stop doing that? And I'm actually dead. Am I not? Oh no. You're thrown between waves of chills and sweats. Food has lost its appeal. Also, look at all this stuff. Steel armor. I wish I had that. Food has lost its appeal. No amount of sleep seems to remedy your fatigue. You have contracted consumption. Your court physician Trechters has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains that there are several different types of treatment he can offer. You know what? How about... Alright, we'll just get a scroll of cure disease. Trechter stood in front of you and unfurled a scroll covered in mystical incantations. He read aloud from it and cast a spell that summoned a putrid, undead creature, the smell of which made you vomit. As both of you stared at the abomination, Trechter shrugged. Oh, it was a scroll of Conjure Dread Zombie, he said. I probably should have read the title first. Are you kidding me? Switching you out, Trechtus. Tellinger is now my new court physician. Get out of here. Tellinger, get in here. I can trust you, right? We're both Mages Guild members. Please, Tellinger. Do not mistreat me. Yeah, you do like me though. So that's a good start right there. My marshal hates me. Oh, he hates me. New important decision. Seek treatment for illness, absolutely. Tellinger, help me. Tellinger the Artificer stood in front of you and unfurled a scroll covered in mystical incantations. He read aloud from it and cast a spell on you. Immediately you started feeling quite well and stood up thanking him for the remedy. Ah, you see? A scroll of cure disease never fails, said Tellinger with a smile. Well, usually. Thanks for the help, Tellinger. And we are cured. Also, I've noticed that Erosa and Angeril are not on the best of terms. A situation I hope to remedy. I have invited them both for some quality family time in Adamantine, sorry. Angeril, Erosa and I had the greatest time together. I'm sure they like each other better now. They're not friends, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. And we will end this episode here. Still, not a lot happening, you know. That's just the way Crusader Kings goes. And also, everybody's dying, it appears. Good lord. Consumption everywhere. We've probably closed the gates, huh? You don't have consumption, you're also fine. I just wish that Emmerich would die, because I promise you, once he's dead, things are gonna be happening, okay? He just has to die. Wait, what? Oh, really? Huh. That's crazy. That is crazy, they're married. Anyway, thanks for watching, share, like, subscribe, do the usual stuff. Nothing else really has happened so far. I think Skyrim is expanding. Gonna reunify Skyrim fairly quickly. But until then, you know, whenever that happens, see you in the next episode. Later.